Welcome to our channel. Today, we're diving into the incredible life of America's beloved comedy queen, Betty White. From breaking barriers in early television to making us laugh for nearly a century, her story is only one you don't want to miss. So let's start the video. Part 1. A Star is Born. Betty Marion White was born on January 17, 1922, in Oak Park, Illinois, right after World War I ended. Her parents, Tess and Horace, moved to Los Angeles when she was just over a year old. Little did they know, their daughter would one day become one of the most beloved figures in Hollywood history. Growing up in the golden age of radio and cinema, Betty was fascinated by performance in school. She discovered her talent for making people laugh, and her dream was to be an actress. But here's the twist. Her first love wasn't even acting, it was wildlife. She once said, "If I had my way, I would have been a zookeeper." Luckily for the world, she chose TV, but never gave up on animals. Now the part 2. The struggle before the spotlight. Betty's first steps into Hollywood were not easy. In the 1940s, she worked as a model and did small radio roles. During World War II, she served in the American Women's Voluntary Services, driving trucks and delivering supplies to soldiers, proving early on she was more than just a pretty face. When she returned, she tried to break into movies, but studio executives told her she was unphotogenic. Yes, Betty White, unphotogenic. She didn't let that crush her. Instead, she turned to the new, experimental medium at the time, television, and it would change her life forever. Now part 3. America's TV sweetheart. In 1949, Betty co-hosted a live TV variety show called Hollywood on television. She worked 5.5 hours a day, 6 days a week. Live, without a script. That's where she honed her lightning-fast humor. Soon after, she co-founded her own production company, a rare move for a woman back then, and launched Life with Elizabeth, becoming one of TV's first female producers. Her charm and comedic timing made her a household name. She wasn't just acting, she was breaking barriers for women in entertainment. Now part 4. The golden years. Fast forward to the 1970s, Betty took on the role of Sue Ann Nivens on The Mary Tyler Moore Show. She was sarcastic, sweet, and sly all at once, earning her 2 Emmy Awards. But it was the 1980s when she truly cemented her legacy. In 1985, The Golden Girls premiered. Betty played the lovable but hilariously naive Rose Nilland. The show tackled serious issues, from aging to LGBTQ+ rights, but always with humor. Rose became a cultural icon, and Betty's comedic genius shined brighter than ever. Now part 5. Reinventing for a new generation. While many actors fade after a certain age, Betty kept reinventing herself in the 2000s. She appeared in Boston Legal, The Proposal with Sandra Bullock, and even hosted Saturday Night Live at the age of 88 after a massive Facebook campaign demanded it. She became a favorite of millennials and Gen Z, proving that comedy is timeless. Now part 6. The woman behind the laughter off-screen. Betty was deeply passionate about animal rights. She worked with countless animal organizations and even donated her earnings to wildlife causes. She never had biological children, but she often said she was a mother to countless animals. She also had a beautiful love story with her third husband, Alan Ludden, whom she called the love of her life. After his death in 1981, she never remarried, saying, "When you've had the best, who needs the rest?" Now the last part. The final curtain. Betty White passed away on December 31, 2021. Just 17 days shy of her 100th birthday. The entire world mourned. But instead of sadness, many chose to celebrate her incredible life. She left behind a career spanning over 80 years, countless awards, and an unmatched legacy of laughter, kindness, and resilience. Betty White wasn't just a star on the screen. She was a light in our lives. Her laughter, her kindness, and her courage to be herself will inspire generations to come, though she's no longer with us. Her legacy will live forever in every smile she created. Thank you for joining us in celebrating the life of America's Golden Girl. If her story touched your heart today, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, so we can keep telling the stories that matter.